The Pistons head into the All-Star break with win number 40. They get it here in Toronto tonight. An all-around performance from this entire team despite the adversity they were coming in with. Cade Cunningham helping lead the charge with this group. I caught up with him just a few moments ago. Cade Cunningham, did this week light a little fire under you guys?
Yeah, we're missing our brothers. So, we definitely want to come out here, finish the trip off strong, go into the All-Star break, finish it strong.
You guys were playing fast and with an edge. How connected did it feel out there?
Yeah, definitely, really connected. We have to do that. We're missing two of the top bigs defensively in the league, two bigs that put so much pressure on teams. We knew that we were all going to have to step up, to make sure that we maintained our identity without them. I thought we did a great job top to bottom.
B-Ball Paul gets the start tonight.
Yeah.
What was it like watching him go to work out there?
It's crazy. I'm glad people get to see what he really can do because we see it all the time in the gym. He puts so much work in. He's one of the hardest workers I ever met. So, for him to come out here and get a start, we knew he was going to do something with it. But, the start that he got us off to was special. And he finished the game strong. So that's just, what he does. That's why he call him B-Ball. It's B-Ball Paul for a reason.
The B-Ball Paul experience.
Yeah.
If I told you this was win number 40 right here at the All-Star break, what do you think about that?
I'd believe you because we put a lot of work in. Coach has given us a great game plan every night. He's put a great, system and culture in place. And we work our tails off every day. And, we believe in each other. We believe in ourselves. So, this is where we want to be at.
You, JD, and JB are now about to head to LA for All-Star Weekend. What does it mean to you to share the locker room with them on that stage?
It's a blessing, to be with people that I'm going to war with every day, that I've built, special connections with, to be in such a prestigious environment like that, being able to be All-Stars and represent Detroit that weekend, special, and we're excited to get out there.
Yeah. Go ahead and go out there, Cade.
We'll do. Appreciate you.
Yes, yeah. Congrats on the win. What a game, Special K, holding the Raptors to under 100 points. Pistons made a statement here tonight.
They really did. Nothing's going to sidetrack them, so it seems. They own the pace. They own the paint. They own the game. I mean, they came out early, led by Paul Reed, who had 11 points out of their first 14. But he got them moving. He got them running. Paul was huge to start this game for the Pistons, and they never looked back. I don't think they trailed in the game.
No.
It was unbelievable. And, again, it just speaks to how deep this team is, how attached this team is, and how committed they are. They're committed to playing hard and letting that decide whatever happens. And their hard play and their running and their stamina and their endurance, all of that tonight led to this victory.
Throw whatever at them, they're going to take it and use it as motivation. That's exactly what this group does. Cade Cunningham, he knew he'd have to come in tonight without Jalen Duren. Obviously, he helps with the scoring load, but without him, Cade continued to just do what he does. Another great night. He's our Curado player of the game.
If I hadn't seen this already this season time and time again, I might have been, lured into thinking, like so many people were thinking, that the Pistons couldn't win this game in Toronto on the road against a good team because they were down two big men, two contributing big men. Yeah, but Cade played. Paul Reed was available. Thought Tobias had a really good game, Duncan Robinson. And without scoring a whole lot, I thought Asar Thompson had a really nice basketball game. They got the normal production that they get off the bench. It was a team victory. But Cade was the guy. Cade was the guy. He allowed Paul Reed to thrive early, and then he was able to take it over and sort of finish the deal later on. Cade didn't even need to play the last 8 or 9 minutes of the game. They didn't need him.
No, and that was the biggest thing. Right.
Yeah.
Already decided well before the game was over at that point. But B-Ball Paul, to your point, came in and just set the tone for the whole team. He was that guy tonight. All of them keep saying, that's just the B-Ball Paul experience. But from your perspective, Greg, what is that experience?
Well, you got a chance really to see why I love Paul Reed. I mean, the guy, to me, his attitude, there are a lot of guys that would probably have a problem with their minutes and how sporadic his has been. But as I was saying during the game, everybody can't play every night. But you know your role on this team, and you have belief in yourself. And when your number is called, again, through attrition, they needed Paul Reed tonight and needed him to be as good as he was. He was ready. I said the least surprised guy that this is happening is Paul Reed. He knows who he is, what he's capable of. He knows the work he's put in. All he needs is opportunity. And I'll add this to the 5 or 6 games I was talking about before the game, that Paul Reed has helped them win. And without Paul Reed, any one of those 5 or 6 games could have been losses. I'll add this one tonight. He stayed out of foul trouble. He stayed available. And, man, was he good.
Really impressive. Find me a team that has better depth, and find me a team that plays better defense. Pistons have the second best defensive rating still, I believe.
Second to OKC.
Yes. I mean, let's take a look at that tonight. Our Buick GMC highlights here. I mean, just the Pistons defense, I said it, they held them to under 100 points, and they were swarming the Raptors all night long.
Well, they gave them 19 points in the first quarter. That set the tone. And, you know, again, when you push the pace and you make other teams play a little faster than they want to, that's when you can cause them havoc. Raptors turned the ball over 17 times tonight. And, you know, it'll help push that Pistons pace. You know, when teams can't handle the basketball, can't secure it, then you're going to have running opportunities. Here's one, Duncan Robinson with a block shot. And then a steal. And then off go the Pistons. So, you know, I felt like they knew that this was going to be their last game together for about 8 days. Why not make it a really good one? Why not leave it all out there on the floor? Why not sell out and get this victory, your 40th of the season, then go to the All-Star break to have a good week off and come back and resume next week?
If I would have told you 40 right at the All-Star break at the beginning of the season, would you have believed it?
No, because you know, I had the Pistons probably, you know, keep in mind they went from 14 victories to 44 last year. That's an incredible leap. But
right,
I thought their next jump would be like from 44 to maybe 52 games, 50 to 52 games, which would have been really nice and sizable. But the way they're going, they're going to blow right by 50 and 52. The way they're going, we'll see.
What are the All-Star plans you got, Special K? You going to fill us in?
No, but I'm going to enjoy myself. I'll say that much.
As you should. Yeah. You've been working hard. Hopefully somewhere warm. You can bring back some sunshine. Maybe you'll give us a clue.
You'll know when I get back. You'll know when I see you again.
Okay. Well, if I'm picking up any clues from that, you might be bringing back some sunshine and a nice tan with it. So, all right, Special K. All right, we're celebrating 40 wins. And when we come back from Pistons Live, we will hear from head coach J.B. Bickerstaff on this game and the season up to this point. Pistons Live is presented by Cure Auto Insurance.